Your core values will foster creativity and increase your innovation. I'm Joey Chandler. I'm a core values guy, and I believe that our core values can help us solve problems, increase our confidence, and foster more hope. And one way that that happens is that by clarifying your core values and then actually using them to solve problems, it triggers your natural problem solving skills and your natural sense of innovation. It allows you to get more creative. And the reason for this is that your core values are the foundation of who you are, or at least who you are at your very best. So when you clarify your core values, you always want to get them down to three, and you start to ask, how can I use my core values in this situation? It's going to trigger your natural curiosity. It's going to trigger the different ideas. Like one of my core values is connection. And when I start to think about how can I bring connection to a situation, it does different things. Like I was working on some goals, and I realized that if I could stay connected to my goals, by having them written down, that would help me. If I could stay connected with a friend who is also working on their goals, that would help me. If I can deepen my connection with myself, that would help me. Do you see how just exploring connection in just the idea of goals gives me, three or four, and I could go on. And so by clarifying your core values and then using them in different ways and exploring how to use them in different situations, you're going to foster ideas. You're going to come up with solutions and things that you hadn't necessarily thought of, or maybe things that you had thought of in the past, but you didn't have the courage or the confidence to actually make use of them. So if you are in an environment where innovation and creativity and problem solving is crucial to your success, maybe you're an engineer, maybe you're a computer programmer, maybe you're an artist, maybe you're a musician, you have to create all the time. Knowing your core values and building up the habit and building up the muscles of looking down, and exploring and how to use them will help you come up with new ideas. And as you start to use your core values, you have a deeper sense of who you are, which will give you the courage and the confidence to actually put those new ideas into play and make use of them. Because the fact is that your core values represent who you are at your very best. And if you can bring your very best to your problem, to where you need to be creative, where you need to innovate, it's only going to help you. And I say this especially to like engineers and scientists and doctors, people who are very like analytical and they always, problem solving. Use your core values. It will help you come up with new ideas. It will help you come up with new ways of approaching things. And those ideas will always be aligned with who you are. It's never going to be super away from, from left field. It's always going to be aligned with who you are. So you're going to be able to understand it. It's going to make sense. And you're going to be able to push the boundaries a little bit. Because your core values matter. And so if you need to be creative, if you need to solve problems, figure them out. If you don't know your core values or you have more than three, go use my core value clarifier. Take you about 5 minutes. It's 3 questions that come up with 3 core values. And you want 3, not because you don't have more than 3, but because 3 are simply easier to remember. And when you're pushing up against a problem, when you're trying to solve something and it's not working, you just want to be able to take a deep breath. Okay, what are my core values? What do they say to do in this situation? How can I use them? So 3 will make your core values more valuable. So I want to thank you for watching this. If you found this helpful, please subscribe. I'm on a bit of a mission to just get the idea of core values out in the world because I think they will absolutely help us solve problems, increase our confidence, and create more hope. And those things are really needed right now.